we're on lesson number 3. We're going to review the simple present tense in asking questions. We'll also talk about the more complex questions with WH and how words. We'll get into comparatives, adverbs of frequency, and talking about things around the house as well. And finally, we've got some useful phrases for going to the store, kind of like what we did yesterday for going to a restaurant. Any questions about lessons 1 or 2?
No question.
Okay.
I understood everything.
Okay. Rafael, do you like apples?
Yes, I like apples.
Okay. Does Tom like apples? Does Tom like apples?
Does I?
Rafael, look at the screen here. Okay. Does Tom like apples?
Yes, he likes apples.
Okay. So these questions are what we call simple questions. When you start with either do or does, you're either going to get a yes or a no answer. So for that reason, we call these simple questions, right?
Yes.
Do you live in an apartment?
Yes, I live in an apartment.
Do you like to go to the movies?
No, I don't like to go to the movies.
Do we have class on Saturdays?
No, I don't have class on Saturdays.
Yeah, and here you would say we because I asked the question about we, right? Do we have class on Saturdays?
No, we don't have classes on Saturdays.
Do all of your coworkers speak Spanish?
No, they don't.
Okay. Does it snow in July?
No, it doesn't snow in July.
Does your best friend want a new job?
Yes, he wants a new job.
Do they speak French in Mexico?
No, they don't speak French in Mexico.
Do you live in New York City?
No, I don't live in New York City.
Does your car have a sunroof?
No, it doesn't have a sunroof.
Does one of your classmates look like a famous person? Does Claudia look like a famous person?
I don't remember, but I think she doesn't look a famous person.
Okay, good. Now, if we want more detailed information, we can use our words like who, what, where, when, why, which, or how, okay? For example, look at the example down here, Rafael. Where is the laundry room?
It is down the hall to the left.
Right? So you can't just say yes or no to this question if I start it with where, right? You have to give more detail. So let's practice with these. What time do you eat dinner?
I usually eat dinner at 7 p.m.
Who is the president of the United States?
Joe Biden is the president of the United States.
Where does your boss live?
She lives in Denver.
She lives?
She lives in Denver.
Where is your favorite place in the world?
My favorite place in the world is Universal Park in Orlando.
Universal, yeah, nice. Universal Studios, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Who is your favorite singer or who is your favorite band?
Oh, my favorite band is, my favorite singer is Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, really?
Yes,
Nice.
I love country music.
Really? Okay, good.
And my favorite band is John Body band, but it's a singer too, but it's a band. No?
Okay, good. I like to hear that you used English music for your answer. So I especially like to hear that kind of answer.
Yeah.
It's funny because my favorite singers and artists are in Spanish.
No, my favorite are in English.
Okay. Why did you move to the United States?
I moved to the United States for more job opportunities.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is lamb on coconut sauce.
Yummy.
Mhm.
Where do your parents live?
My parents lived in Venezuela. Live.
Where do you usually go on the weekends?
I usually go to a tennis court on the weekends.
Okay, good. This weekend, Rafa, let's play tennis.
Oh, perfect, teacher.
If you want to, I think, let's see, the weather I think is going to be really nice this weekend.
Yes. No, I don't know, but yes, I think.
Yeah, Saturday, 79 degrees. Sunday.
Okay,
62.
Saturday. At what time? But you send me a text message
Okay.
about what is your best time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I need to take my son to swim class on Saturday morning. So maybe Saturday afternoon, like around 1 or 2.
Yes.
Cool. That would be fun. Where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
Well, my favorite place to go on vacation is Orlando.
Okay, good. All right. So now make your own questions for me using these words.
Okay. Who is your favorite singer?
My favorite singer. That's a really hard question for me because I like so many artists, right? One of my favorite singers is Alicia Keys. I used to like Aaliyah a whole lot. That's a good one. I don't know. From the Spanish world, I really like Isaac Delgado. I don't know. There's so many. Yeah.
Which is your favorite sport?
Basketball is my favorite sport.
Mhm. What are you doing now?
Right now, I'm teaching you a class. I'm teaching you English.
Where place do you prefer on vacation?
So here I would say, where do you prefer to go for vacation?
Where do you prefer to go on vacation?
I typically prefer to go to the beach in either Mexico or the Caribbean somewhere.
Do you know Aruba?
No, I've never been to Aruba, but it sounds beautiful.
No, it's the best the best beaches
Yeah.
I have ever seen in
Yeah.
my life. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, why do you prefer basketball than football?
I prefer basketball because I like to play basketball. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's not very, like, football is very hard on your body to play, right? Football's is a dangerous sport, but basketball is a pretty safe sport. And I think to watch basketball is also more entertaining. I find football to be very slow. I kind of get bored with football because it's slow. There's a lot of breaks in the activity. And it's very complicated too. I don't fully understand football, but basketball is a pretty simple sport. Put the ball in the basket.
When do you prefer to take your vacation?
I prefer to go on vacation as often as possible.
But do you prefer some month of the year in particular?
Not necessarily. Right now, I take my vacations based on when my son has vacations at his school. So I'll usually take a spring break vacation, a summer vacation around July 4th, and then in the fall and the winter for Christmas break.
How are your parents?
My parents are okay. You know, I think both of them are kind of dealing with the stress of and the anxiety of getting old. They're both retired now, and you know, their health is getting worse. So I think it's hard for them. Okay, good, Rafael. All right, let's talk about comparisons, okay? Comparative adjectives. So read these two examples for me, Rafael.
The Mustang on the left is old. The
one?
The Mustang on the left is old. On the left is old.
2003? Yeah.
Oh, it's old.
At this point, 2003 is 20 years old. That's old for a car.
In my country is a good car.
Yeah. Hey, this has nothing to do with it being a good car or not, but 20 years old is old.
Oh yes, okay. Yes. The one on the right is older.
Yes. Okay. So old is an adjective. Older is a comparative adjective. It's like saying more old. But in English, we cannot say more old. We have to say older. So comparative adjectives are used specifically when we're comparing two nouns, right? Two nouns or two activities to each other. All right, now read this example, Rafael.
The Mustang 19.
So read that backwards. I don't know why you said Mustang first. 1993 is first.
1993 Mustang. The 1993 Mustang is older than the 2003 Mustang.
Very good. So notice these sentences are simple, right? We're just stating simple facts. The Mustang on the left is old, the one on the right is older. They're simple sentences. This is a more complex sentence because we're comparing both of them in the same sentence. So to make that connection, we use the word than, okay? In English, it's really simple to make most of our comparative adjectives. You take the adjective and then you add the word ER to it. So read through these examples like this. Old, older.
Young, younger. Cheap, cheaper. Fast, faster. Slow, slower. Thin, thinner. Tall, taller. Short, shorter. Smart, smarter.
Very good. Who is older?
The man on the left is older.
Who is younger?
The man on the right is younger.
Which watch is cheaper?
The watch in the right is cheaper.
Which car is faster?
The car on the left is faster.
Which car is slower?
The car on the right is slower.
Who is fatter?
The man on the left is fatter.
Who is thinner?
The man on the right is thinner.
Who is taller?
The man on the left is taller.
Who is shorter?
The man on the right is shorter.
Who is dumber?
The man on the left is dumber.
Who is smarter?
The man in the right is smarter.
All right. Read these examples to me, Rafa. We're going to learn some phrases you can use to talk about things around the house.
The bread is on the counter. The plates are in the drawers.
Any questions? No?
No.
Keep going.
The dishes are in the cabinet. Cups are made of plastic or china, but cups are made of plastic or china, but I don't of plastic.
Yeah, so like this would be plastic. This is china, like ceramic.
Ah, yeah.
Right.
Understand.
Versus a glass that's made out of a glass.
The glasses are made of glass. Fork, silverware. Fork, knife, spoon.
All right, and just pay attention here. Knife and various words that have this FE combination at the end or an F at the end change over to a V in the plural. So knife is singular, knives are plural.
Nice.
All right, tell me about these dishes.
Plate, saucer, bowl.
All right, and then you have your linens in the house.
Sheets, napkin, towels.
All right, different parts of the house include a basement,
laundry room, shelf, and shelves.
Yeah, so notice again, shelf ends with F. In the plural form, it changes over to a V. And these are the parts. This is the shelf, right? It's part of a cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the silverware?
The silverware is in the cabinet.
This is not a cabinet. This is a drawer.
Drawer. Oh.
Where are the plates?
The plates are on the counter.
Where are the bowls?
The bowls are on the cabinet.
Yeah, they're in the cabinet.
In the cabinet.
Where are the knives?
The knives are in the drawers.
Where are the cups?
The cups are in the cabinet.
Yeah, they're in the cabinet specifically. I think they're on the, oh, okay. Here it's on in the cabinet, good. Where are the glasses?
The glasses are on the counter.
Where do you keep your cups?
I keep my cups in the cabinet.
Where do you keep your silverware?
I keep my silverware in the drawers.
Where do you keep your towels?
I keep my towels on the drawers.
Yeah, in the drawers.
In the drawers.
Remember, on top, inside, in or on. Keep in mind the difference between those two. Where do you keep your plates?
I keep my plates in the cabinet.
Where do you keep your sheets?
I keep my chips on the drawer.
Where do you keep your books?
I keep my books on the book. It's a bookshelf.
Yeah, on the bookshelf. Good. All right. All right. Adverbs of frequency will answer the question how often, like always, sometimes, usually, or never. Can you read these examples to me, Rafa?
I always go to work on time. Sometimes I go dancing after work. Teacher, I can say I go dancer after work sometimes, or is better at the end or at the final is the same, or
We're gonna talk about that, but right now I just want you to read the examples. Read the examples as they are right now.
I am usually in a good mood. I never go to sleep hungry.
All right, good. So to your question, let's talk about the position of the adverb. This is confusing in English, okay? If we're using a regular verb, so in other words, a verb that is not the verb be, the adverb generally goes between the subject and the verb, okay? So read these examples to me.
We always have fun in English class. The girls usually go swimming in the afternoon. I never work on Fridays.
Okay. So sometimes normally goes either between the subject or the verb, at the beginning of a sentence, or all the way at the end of the sentence. Okay, so this is specifically what you're asking me about the placement of the word sometimes. Sometimes is different, okay? Read through these three examples, A, B, and C.
She sometimes eats a bagel for breakfast. Sometimes she eats a bagel for breakfast. She eats a bagel for breakfast sometimes.
Yeah, so all three of these are correct. Grammatically speaking, all three are correct. I would say B and C are more common. All right, now read the next three, A, B, and C.
I sometimes get to work late because of the traffic. Sometimes I get to work late because of the traffic. I get to work late because of the traffic sometimes.
Okay, good. Rafael, how often do you check your email?
I usually check my email twice a week.
How often do you talk to your family back home?
I normally talk to my family back home on the weekend.
How often do you work out?
I usually work out on the weekend.
How often do you have scary dreams?
I don't have a scary. I don't scary. I don't have scary dreams normally.
Okay, good. How often do you go to church?
I I never go to church.
Okay, good. All right, now with the verb be, the adverb generally goes after the verb. Can you read these examples to me?
We are always on time for English class. The boys are usually nice to each other. He is never happy to work overtime.
Sometimes normally goes either at the beginning or the end of a sentence with the verb be. So read these two examples.
Sometimes she is late for work on Mondays. She is late for work on Mondays sometimes.
Both 100% correct. How often are you on time for English class?
I usually I am usually on time for English class.
How often are you happy to work overtime?
I am normally happy to work overtime.
How often are you late for work?
I am never late for work.
How often are you nice to strangers?
I am often nice to strangers.
How often are you in a bad mood?
I am normally in a bad mood when I work a lot.
Okay, good. All right, so use each adverb at least once to answer this question. Rafael, what do you do at work?
I deliver packages at work.
But use always, sometimes, usually, and never, at least one time. So you need to give me 4 answers here. What do you always do at work?
I always deliver packages at work.
And what is something you do sometimes?
I sometimes made barbecue at home.
No, at work, Rafael. I'm still asking you about work.
I sometimes speak with others at work.
Now you usually.
I usually get on time at work. I never get late at work.
All right, good. Okay, so since you're not married, Rafael, I want you to describe your dream woman, okay? And I'll try and ask you some questions. So you can't describe your wife, but if you were to get married, who would you like to get married to? Describe your ideal partner.
Well, my ideal partner is will be a understanding woman.
That's a good one. That's important.
Yes, a thin woman with short hair, beautiful eyes, beautiful lips,
Okay.
mouth. Okay, that's very faithful.
Okay. Do you care if she is Latina like you, or would you like to find an American woman that you can practice English with?
Yes, I prefer American woman, no, because I would like to practice English.
Okay, good. Good, Rafael. All right, here's some examples of some phrases that you can use when going to the grocery store. So try and ask me these questions here.
Can you tell me where the milk is, please?
Yeah, the milk is in the back of the grocery store in the dairy section.
I would like a pound of chicken breast.
Very good. Do you have a preference for how thin you want the meat sliced?
Yes, I prefer thin.
Very thin? Okay, good.
Is this on sale? How much is it?
No, I'm sorry, that is not on sale today. It looks like the regular price is $19.99 plus tax.
Can I use my credit card?
Oh, yes, of course.
I am looking for a present for my mother. What would you recommend?
I would probably recommend visiting our floral department. We have lots of flower arrangements.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, Rafael, so that's it for today. Do lesson number 3 for your homework. And then just some other activities that I'm going to recommend for you. Now that we're at this level, intermediate level of English, try to watch a TV show in English and read a newspaper article in English. Okay, so it's time to start trying to listen and read English more on a daily basis. Since Claudia is not here today, Rafael, that's it for today. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't
Nope.
have questions.
No questions for me? Okay, good. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Perfect, teacher.
All
See you
right.
tomorrow.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.